questions. So the first one I have would be for Georg. I hope you are prepared. What is your approach to actually implementing operational life cycle cost management in your railway administration? This is my first question.
Okay. Um, we deal with it in two ways, more or less. We have a bottom-up approach, as just presented. So with the operational LCM for the responsible asset engineer, which what we saw before, with a newly developed planning tool that is monitored in an integrated manner. And then we have a top-down approach with key performance indicators that are used net or region-wide. So some kind of sustainable renewal or maintenance quantities, net and region-wide. So we have these two approaches for actually implementing the LCM approach, the operational LCM approach.
Okay, super. Thank you very much. Ivan, a question for you. So after so many years of data collection and also product development and data analysis and so forth, the question is, why are we still not completely there in the terms of using the data for maintenance planning and adapting the maintenance cycle? So where do you see kind of the biggest challenges and hurdles maybe?
I think it's somehow related to processes and the validation of the systems. Thinking back when I started with all these things, data analysis and as a maintenance management at the university, and working together with many operators such as ÖBB or Bahn at that time, we always lack of kind of validation, what is necessary, and to introduce the results to the people which are actually doing the maintenance and who have to trust the results. So this is kind of something it hasn't been done in the past. I think maybe in some areas, yes, but in others not. And this is something we have to focus in the future, I would say, to prove that what we deliver, what is analyzed on the result is valid, and that it's a good basis for further planning, I would say. So ÖBB has done that in many different areas where it works quite well, but others still, I think, have to be addressed and tackled. And this is the whole challenge for the entire system. People have knowledge; they are used to react based on the observation they do, and this data-driven approach is still not in their mind. So we have to change the culture and the mindset. This is something I think we have forgotten in the past and which needs to be done now.
Okay, yeah, super, thanks. So Thomas, question for you next. So many infrastructure managers struggle with insufficient funding for maintenance and renewal of the railway. So funding is one issue, then also the pure access to track is another. So upon receiving increased funding, there is no easy solution to gain the necessary access to the tracks to perform the maintenance actions. And many countries see increasing traffic loads also, and operators want more access to track, not less. So this keeps increasing somehow. And question would be, how can infrastructure managers ensure that they actually get the necessary track access in order to maintain the railway properly?
Yeah, so that is certainly an issue we have here in Norway. We find that we have maybe a few hours each night where we have access to our tracks to perform maintenance, and then suddenly a call comes in that a non-scheduled freight train needs access, and then you need to clear the area, and you lose half the time you had available to perform your maintenance actions. So this is something that we are constantly talking about. I think maybe in Norway we've struggled for quite some time with we're not reaching the goals of punctuality and regularity that we need. So we've been able to convince the politicians and population that we need to maintain our network more, and there's sort of this understanding in the population now that this is something that's necessary. So I think that maybe makes it a bit easier to argue why we need more access, and we find that people will be more understanding that we actually need access to our trucks to be able to keep them in the condition that we need to. And so, yeah, that's sort of the key here is, I think, to build understanding in the amongst politicians and other and the operators that we actually cannot run trains 24 hours a day, that all days. That unfortunately is not possible. And I'm also very interested to hear if anyone else has similar issues, which I can imagine they might have.